Hey guys, kinggath here, and welcome to episode 7 of my Children of Atom Fallout 4 Some Settlements Forever Let's Play. And today, no new mods. We're going to just continue chasing our way up to Acadia with Longfellow, and hopefully we'll get to the Children of Atom today as well, because it is beyond time. 7 episodes in of a Children of Atom themed playthrough, and we haven't even started interacting with children. That's unacceptable, so we got to get that resolved. And thanks to Alex Carvel? I don't know, Carvel? It's got 2 L's on it. Alex Carvel for pointing out that I could take all the mods from the rifle I was using and putting them on this never-ending rifle. So now I've got a unlimited ammo sniper rifle, which just feels so freaking good. Never have to stop and reload, just point and click. I mean, I still got to do the lever action of the hunting rifle, but still, I don't have to stop and reload ever beyond that. Like, that's enough reloading. So this just feels like the perfect legendary for this. All right, let's head back over and keep following Longfellow up the hill. Oh, who do we got here?
Stringing one more soul to their damnation, old man?
Well, what have we here?
Ha! That's what I
Another
just said.
rad worshipping lunatic. That's what.
Your barbs do not harm me. I am shielded by my faith.
How about bullets? Faith shield you against those too?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's just settle down, okay?
You're right. Waste of ammo.
Do not sully this one with your blasphemy, old man. I suggest you go no further. Acadia is a nest of snakes, beasts that subvert the will of Adam.
Oh, okay. Tell me about
All
that.
right, I'm listening. Tell me about Adam.
Tell you. Look around. You stride through his kingdom. A land
I gotta say that if I gotta have hair
beneath
like yours, I'm
sacred
probably
fog.
out.
A land Adam has claimed for his children. And you may join our family if he deems you worthy.
Worthy? What do I have to do to join?
There is a ritual his children must perform. If you succeed, you will be rewarded with entrance into our family.
Nothing better to do. This is not a good enough intro. Come on, Children of Atom. We needed something stronger than this, especially because Longfellow has just told us you guys all suck. I have no reason to believe otherwise, and then this is the best you got. You send this, like, terribly haired person over to just ask me to sign up. I guess, I mean, we're committed to the idea for the character, but this is not a strong sell, so sorry, Longfellow, if you're going to be pissed.
Okay, sign me up.
Excellent. Head to the nucleus. There, Adam's plans for you will be revealed.
If you're done wasting time with a fanatic, let's move on.
Okay, he thinks I just humored them. Okay, lead the way. Let's keep going, Longfellow. Show me this Acadia place.
Up ahead, the air's clean. No fog. Acadia's not too far now.
Oh, should I have my gun out for this? Is somebody going to try and kill us?
Hey,
And we've arrived. Acadia's already been watching us for a good spell. If you want to talk with them, just go inside. They'll be waiting for you. You need my help again, you come see me. Got a cabin just outside of Far Harbor. Good place to tool up your gear, get some rest, or get stinking drunk. Just make sure if you're bringing a bottle of something strong, there's enough to share.
leaving already? Don't you want to see what happens next?
You saying you want me to stick around and watch your back?
I don't know. You were pissed at the children. McCready doesn't like the children. Is it going to be just me and Headless Hal? I mean, maybe later.
Maybe later, Longfellow.
All right. But I'm serious about the offer. You ever want to hunt the forests and waters of the island together, I could think of worse things to do.
All right. I am excited to go to your cabin because it's definitely not going to be empty. It's just going to be overflowing with people and maybe an enemy faction too. So That'll be interesting. All right, level up. Let's take that. All right, I guess we're gonna go scope out Acadia, just because I don't think I can beat Far Harbor without doing so. I mean, we're definitely heading over to Nucleus. Did I even get that on my map marker? Are we on our way? Do we get to head there? But I'm pretty sure no matter what, we got to do something in Acadia. Let's see here. Where is it? It's down here, isn't it? Yeah. Nucleus. All right, so I think we'll pop in because we're here, and then we'll make our way over. Don't know if you guys are going to see the full show in Acadia or not, but we'll figure that out in editing. Luke gets to make the final calls on all these things. All right, time to check out what Raybo's got for us this week. I actually think a couple of these have made it to Hot Files, if not all three of them. Because one of them, as soon as it got posted, I'm like, this thing's going straight to Hot Files. It's so useful. And I will start recommending everybody use this thing, especially in combination with Better Console F4C. And that mod is Highlight Console Reference by Colonel's Egg. And this thing basically is just an I&I setting, but it's so useful. It highlights whatever you have clicked in console in a color. And if you guys are like me, you spend a lot of time troubleshooting your load orders and you're trying to figure out what's going on with stuff, and sometimes when you're clicking on things in your console, even if you see the name of it, it can be hard to tell what exactly you have clicked on, especially if you're thinking about running disable enable. This makes it a no-brainer. You know exactly what's going on, so check out Highlight Console Reference by Colonel's Egg. Now this is a PC only mod because obviously you don't have console in Xbox. It wouldn't make any sense. Next up is Mobile Workshop by SKK. Now I wanted to feature this for a couple of reasons. One is SKK is a great modder. Most of his stuff is totally safe to use. I would argue probably all of it is safe. I don't know. I shouldn't even use the word safe in there. I should say that all of it is fully compatible with everything. He's usually very, very, very meticulous about making sure that his stuff does not step on the toes of other things. But I do also want to talk about it because I can tell you guys for a fact this will not work with Sim Settlements. It's not designed to. He's built this thing outside of the workshop parent environment, which is what handles all the settlers and things like that. And so I think a lot of you guys are going to grab this. You're going to think like, oh, cool, it's a successor to Conquest, which has been long left behind, and that, you know, we know that Conquest doesn't work great with Sim Settlements. Mobile Workshop by SKK I think is more equivalent to the camp system from Fallout 76, where the idea is you can build yourself up a little base out there, but it's not designed to house settlers and have you farming resources. So it's more about making yourself kind of a survival camp, which is really cool, and I think would be useful to a lot of you. But again, just want to cut you off at the pass. Don't bother asking him if this can work with Sim Settlements. 100% will not. All right, and then last but certainly not least is the Children of Ugg-Qualtoth, and I actually don't know how that's said aloud, but and this is a mod that I would have totally ignored until we started doing some stuff like this with Conqueror. And spoiler alert, but we touch a little bit on this type of stuff, the Lovecraftian type stuff that's in the Fallout mythos. We did a little bit of that with Conqueror, and after doing that I really fell in love with that stuff, and so seeing a whole mod built around that has me so hyped, and seeing then Divine 122's name on it, I know that it's really top quality, so very, very excited to check this one out, and you guys should too. In fact, very likely you're going to see this show up on my Raider character. We're going to go through that, but guys, check out Children of Ugg-Qualtoth by Divine 122, Mobile Workshop by SKK50, and Highlight Console Reference by Colonel's Egg.
You know, when I first climbed this mountain above the fog, I thought to myself, now here is a metaphor worth taking in. You've entered a place of clarity, understanding, peace. While you're here in Acadia, Synthkind welcomes you as long as you welcome us.
You know, this dude always looks just awesome. It's all these crazy vacuum tubes sticking out of him and stuff. Cool character. All right.
What are you?
I told you. I'm the old synth on the mountain. I know the plastic skin and tubes out the back can be unsettling, but I want to ask you to look past that. Tell me why you're here, and I'll try to help you.
I came here looking for Kasumi Nakano.
Really?
And the power
I'm
of Adam.
impressed. Few would brave the kind of journey you've had for the sake of someone else. Kasumi is here. She's safe and unharmed, and you're free to see her if you'd like. Before you do, though, tell me, do you think Kasumi is a synth?
Why are you asking?
Because she came here with that very question. And the answer changes every part of her world. None of us take this transition lightly. She's facing the possibility of her entire life being a lie. That someone stripped her very identity from her and made her into something she isn't. I want you to understand that before you see her. She has a chance here to live as a synth, not hiding, not pretending to be something else. One more question, if you'll indulge me. You're here for Kasumi, but I suspect there could be another reason you came.
He's onto us.
Tell me, are you a synth?
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
How would I even know?
I'm afraid if you're looking for some biological test we can do, there isn't any. None that aren't fatal. Instead, you have to look for the signs, holes in someone's memory, feelings of unexplained isolation, odd dreams. But ultimately, you have to decide for yourself. What do you believe?
You know, Bethesda tried to make the moment you meet Sean, spoiler alerts, as like a big kind of Bioshock reveal moment. I think it would have been a way cooler and more Bioshock-like event if it turned out you were a synth at the end, if that became one of the reveals that they did. And I think there's a lot of people who do believe it, that that's the case, that your character's actually synth, but I don't think it's ever confirmed even throughout all of Far Harbor stuff.
Take your time.
I'm
a human being, not a synth.
Are you sure? I don't mean to question you, but what's the first memory you have?
I'm not gonna tell my life story to someone I barely know. Let's hear your answer first.
I was in a laboratory. In the Institute. They were pulling pieces of my head out. Something about wanting to test some neural process. That was every day for months. Strapped down. Operated on. And then I was out. The Institute has fail-safes to strip memories that could identify where they are, how to find them. But I do remember being quite content. I was free. That is my earliest memory. Now, yours?
I don't like this, because this is like, they're trying to lean into the gamification factor. Like, obviously we only know about the events that have happened in this game, but it's always been presumed we would know before that. So this is like a false choice, so I feel like I gotta be a dick here.
You're treading on very personal territory. Back off.
Okay. You're not ready to have this conversation. Whatever you believe, we will accept you for who you are. Synth or human.
I've heard enough. Where's Kasumi Nakano?
Of course. Kasumi is usually working down below. You can see her whenever you like. Acadia is open to you. Feel free to walk the grounds. Introduce yourself to my co-founders, Faraday and Chase. Did you need anything else before you go?
I don't know, but you got me questioning my whole self now, so, you know, existential crisis time. Alright. Oh, here we go.
Hey, so, you've talked to Dima. You know why we're here. I certainly hope that you'll consider helping us. Dima's vision is worth fighting for.
So, you're a synth?
I am. I hope that's not a problem for you. Dima has worked hard to create a place for us where we can be safe from those who don't accept us. He's put so much of himself into this. All his time and energy devoted to helping others.
I mean, he just told me he spent a year staying in a cave, so...
Sometimes I worry about...
I don't know how well suited he is to choosing his tasks.
It's all functional. And that's not even mentioning maintaining the fog condensers. So many things to keep track of.
You do all this work yourself?
Mostly, yes. I get help from the others when I can, but no one else really understands Dima the way I do.
Dima
here we go.
looks like he's had a lot of work done.
Well, that's certainly an
Plastic
understatement.
surgery.
Between the two of us, we've made so many modifications. He was just a prototype, never built for all this. It took a lot to overcome the limitations of the original design and expand his memory. It really is remarkable, isn't it? He's overcome so much. He's become so much more than he once was. And all he thinks of is others.
Can you tell me about the fog condensers?
Oh, those? Dima and I designed them when it became clear the fog was only getting worse. They're effective, but have such a limited range. Dima insisted we provide them to the people of Far Harbor, and I'm so glad we did. Without the condensers, I'm not sure they'd have anywhere left.
If there's anything I can do to help out, just let me know.
Well, if
Gotta
you're
get those
determined to help,
quests.
there
Pile
is
up the
something you
logs.
could do. It's likely somewhat dangerous, though, so I understand if you'd rather not. There's a boat along the coast of the island. It was transporting some hardware we needed. Storage drives. The boat never finished the trip, you see, so the drives are still out there. I could really use them here for extra parts, if nothing else. My understanding is that the boat wrecked southwest of here, so does this sound like something you could handle?
Oh, yeah, give me those sweet, sweet charisma checks.
What happened to the boat? Why didn't it make it?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Trappers, fog crawlers, there's no end to what's out there. And what might still be out there. The point is that we already lost someone once. And I don't want to see that happen again. So, are you up for it?
Gotta ask for money.
I don't do much for free, Faraday.
Ah, right. Of course. I should have thought of that. How does 100 caps sound?
If I was level 5.
Didn't you say this might be dangerous? 100 caps seems a little light if danger's involved.
Well, yes, there is that possibility. Would 200 caps be more agreeable?
Oh, we got a little double XP there. Even more money.
Faraday, come on. I want to help you, I really do. 200 caps is just, I mean, it's a little insulting.
I want to try
dear.
some of these lines
So sorry,
verbatim to
insulting
like a
you was
client
not
that I'm
my
negotiating a
Is
contract with.
300 caps
Would make
less
for an awesome
insulting?
YouTube video.
That's really about all I can spare.
Ooh, all the
Why
money.
don't we just agree that you'll give me all the caps you've got?
Fine. 400 caps is as much as I can spare. Now please, let me know when you found the drives.
All right.
Nice to be on the open road. Good Neighbor was starting to wear out its welcome.
What makes you say that?
Good Neighbor was a good place to look for work, but a crappy place to hang your hat. Let's put it this way. Can't get much rest when you're sleeping with one eye open. Still, it was the best place for me to set up shop. Diamond City's goons would have run me out of town, and wandering the Commonwealth alone isn't the brightest plan when you're hard up for caps.
Setting up shop? What do you mean?
I needed somewhere to hang out so that people could find me when they required my services. The folks in Good Neighbor tended to not ask too many questions, which suited my needs. So, I made a deal with Hancock and started waiting for the caps to roll in.
Money is everything. That's how we're playing so far. I don't know how I think it's so tied into, and this was probably a mistake by Bethesda, is that they, or maybe they did it on purpose, I don't know, but basically if you want to be a charisma character, the only way to play that out in the gameplay mechanics is to just be a money-hungry a-hole. I guess that's how we
Caps
gotta
are
roll.
Pretty important.
You're goddamn right they are. Right now, I need every cap I can get.
Are caps really that important to you?
I don't have much of a choice. I don't usually go around sharing stuff like this, but you've been pretty straight with me, so I'm gonna be straight with you. It's those two those two idiots you saw me talking to at the third rail. Winlock and Barnes. They've been hounding me for months, and it's been driving off clients. No one wants to touch me once they learn I used to run with the Gunners. And I figured if I could get enough caps together, maybe I could buy them out.
How many caps do you need?
I'm not sure. Honestly, that's not even what concerns me the most. I'm wondering how I'm going to pull it off. Winlock and Barnes have a small army of gunners with them at all times. They might decide to just keep the caps and put a bullet in my head for good measure. If I set up a place to meet them, I'm sure they'd roll in with everyone they've got. Unless, maybe you and I could pay them a little visit and put an end to them before they realize what's going on. Before you get that look on your face, let me just say that I wouldn't even be asking if I didn't trust you.
If you need my help, I'm there.
Wow. I don't know what to say. Truth is, I haven't been able to rely on anyone since I was a kid. Everyone I've met has either tried to rip me off or plant a knife in my back. But you're different. We see eye to eye on almost everything. And I have a
Except the
funny
children.
feeling you actually care about what happens to me. That's why I asked for your help. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna make this easy on you. If you feel like helping me with this, head over to the Mass Pike interchange and we'll take them down. If you don't, I'm not going to hold it against you. Either way, thanks for hearing me out. It's nice to know that you care.
Man, I got his affinity rolled real fast with all these charisma checks. Ah, here she is.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
What's that you're working on?
Just trying to cobble some pre-war junk into something usable. Now, do you mind telling me what you're doing here?
Your parents sent me. They want you to come home.
They did what? You came all this way for me. Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
What do you mean?
I'm not their daughter. I'm a synth. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. How would that conversation have gone anyway? I've been lying to you this whole time? Your real daughter is dead and I replaced her?
Oh, here we go. I don't want to miss the chance for this. We gotta ask the questions.
Have any proof that you're actually a synth?
Little things. Dreams of waking up in a lab. Years I can't remember from when I was a kid.
I don't remember anything from when I was a
Not
kid.
to mention how I never quite fit in back at home.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
I really wish that was true. If I wasn't a synth, things would be so much simpler. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. There's more going on here than just the refuge. But I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it. I've been running long enough.
What kind of problem is there in Acadia?
It's a long story. I just have to figure out how to... Wait, you find things. Track down answers. That's what you do, right? That's
Actually, I
why
just
you came
collect
after
the
me.
quests, and then
what
I
if
never
I told you
complete
that
them.
there's a secret? A big secret here, on this island.
I'm basically just a walking gossip
way
with
more
a gun.
important than just one lost girl.
What
Tell
are
me
you
your
talking
secrets.
Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? They hold his memories, or offload data from his brain. Or maybe some combination of both? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and, you know, I got curious. There's like a century's worth of life experiences in there. And that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. Plus, death counts. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us? A plan to wipe out the rest of the island.
You don't
I
trust
knew I
Dima?
shouldn't trust you, Seth.
After you came all this way for him?
I didn't come to Acadia for him. I came here because this place offered answers. And now that I found a place I belong, I'd rather not lose it all if Dima is secretly planning to destroy everything.
I'll help if I
All
can.
right.
But that's not much to go on.
I know. I've been
We're gonna
working
need the
on
help
that,
from
but
another faction.
I haven't had
Hint,
much
hint.
luck. I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory at the other end of the hall. Then they come out later looking like they've been arguing. There's actually a storage space right next to there. It'd be a perfect spot to hide and eavesdrop. But it's been locked up. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's terminal, since he and Dima are so close, but the security on it is crazy.
I'll figure this out. Just stay here.
Okay. Good luck, and come back as soon as you've found anything.
Uncover Dima's secrets. Okay. All right. Well, first, I think we need to go have a date with Destiny. We just can't escape you, Pipe Wrench. It's like we're destined to be together.
Security operation successful. Resuming normal operation.
Thank you, Headless Hal. Appreciate you. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, hold on. Let's scope out this wrench. And I gotta get some more ammo for this thing. I want to start using. I gotta ditch the shotgun. I feel like I'm just turning right back into my old Raider ways again here. But this thing, I want to send this to my Raider character because it's the same legendary stat that I have on. I can't remember what weapon I have, but I have some weapon that maybe it's the melee. I think I have it on my other melee weapon. That's my machete. That's right. I have it on my machete. Now I need this. I mean, it's just too perfect. This is the kinggath official weapon. But I don't intend on being so damaged with this character. But maybe. So one of the things I'm actually thinking about doing that I think would be like a really fun build for this character is to go all in on what's the perk? There was something here with not ghoulish. Could have sworn there was something to do with where there's a benefit to having a bunch of radiation. Maybe I'm thinking of Fallout 76. I've been poking my head in that game again lately, just to see what's going on in there. And so I think I've got some things reversed. But anyway, it could be fun to go all in on the radiation factor with this weapon and the fact that Children of Adam get highly irradiated. So I'm gonna save this weapon, whether or not we actually use it, because I'm not really doing a melee build. I'm doing a kind of stealthy build. Although melee and stealth can work great together, so maybe we'll see. It's just so perfect that we got this, though. Now we've got two fantastic wrench weapons for our two characters. There it is. We finally made it. All right, let's get ourselves properly irradiated so we can impress our new friends here. Come on. Yeah, there we go. We're about halfway. Well, we'll just swim all the way the rest of the way and get ourselves nice and irradiated. There we go. Nice half health bar. Lots of rads. We are ready to bask in Adam's glow. Okay, it's time to go. Time to go start this party going. I actually think this might be a good place to stop. Maybe we start this next episode. We'll get in with the children, and then I know a lot of you guys have mentioned several times that we need to double back to the Commonwealth to start the quest line that Tenuvia and Memorakne have put in the Adam's Glory faction pack. And we'll do that so that I can start setting down actual routes for the children. But we're gonna do some of these quests first. We really want to make sure we sell it for why our character is fully embracing Adam's glow. Okay, so let's head back to Sunshine and do a little work on our settlement. And Norseman Time! It's that time again. Just going to keep reminding you guys, I'm happy to record this every week because it's so important to keep endorsing and commenting on the mods you love. I'm telling you guys, that's all you need to do to keep a mod author happy. So if you see mod authors popping up with stuff you like, just go over there and do that. And it's so easy in Vortex. I'm sure some of you who watch this all the time are sick and tired of hearing it, but you know, if it gets through to one person, it was worth it because you will make some mod author's day. Now, I don't have any to endorse today because I've already been endorsing the crud out of all these. Now, I've been waiting to endorse some of these until I see them. I haven't run into all these, so that's why you see a lot of mine sitting here unendorsed. But I did have one I want to endorse that it's so subtle. It's in the background. I'm not even sure that I would recognize that I had it unless I removed it, and that's Project Reality Footsteps. I've been using this now for 2 characters. I love the footstep sounds. They're very pronounced. It's very interesting when I'm playing stealthy, which I have been a lot with my COA character, so I'm really loving that. So I want to give that a thumbs up there. But yeah, just come in here. If you go onto your mods screen, choose change the endorsed column to undecided. You can quickly see which ones you haven't done yet, and then any of them you really love, you can right-click them. Oh, there we go. Right click and go to open on Nexus Mods to pop right to that page so you can leave a comment. And those really, I'm telling you, those will make a difference. There are those of us when we first start, and I still do it sometimes today, we'll refresh our mod pages like crazy looking for some confirmation that we're doing a good job. So trust me, you can make somebody's day today. Just go and leaving a nice comment about their mod. All right, back at Sunshine. I've started assigning a few people to some of these plots so they'll actually get built. This one I'm having trouble getting a plan I like. I had one that was really good until I looked inside and it was full of fishing equipment, and it's like, that doesn't quite fit. I guess we could claim there's fish over here, but I went ahead and reset it. We'll see what randomization gives us, but we're going to continue to just kind of let this thing evolve naturally. So as I mentioned in the last episode when we got this thing started, because we're doing this in a separate save file from our main playthrough, things are going to go a little bit differently than last season. I'm just going to be kind of just building this as I go and tweaking it, and we're going to stop at a reasonable amount of settlers. We're not going to fill out the whole place in the sense of like filling every ounce of space. Instead, we're going to be a little more conservative. I want to get this the city plan. I'm not really worried about rushing the city plan out, but I want to make sure that it is usable on as many systems as possible, because I think that's a common issue with the city plans that we designed for Rise of the Commonwealth, is that they were basically designed for supercomputers. And, a lot of you guys haven't been able to experience them, so I'd like these ones to be a little more usable across the board. And Sanctuary, we completely failed at that. I went completely nuts because I was trying to show off the Industrial Revolution. So the first thing I talked about in the last episode was the fact that I want to play. I'm just kind of playing. I'm trying to feel, what feels right based on what's going on in the game world and stuff. And one of the things I wanted to take note of was the fact that there are gunners right over there and that we want to protect ourselves from them. So somebody in the comments suggested, and I apologize, I forgot who it was exactly. Please take credit again in this video. But they suggested we use this silo as a place to do our kind of retaliatory fire, if you will, almost our giant watch post, and I love that idea. So we're sticking a plot up here. Now, this isn't going to naturally work. We're going to have to do a bunch of finagling to get settlers to path up there, but even if they won't path, I don't care. So we're going to start out. So that's probably all we'll do this episode for now. I mean, I'll jump down and build some houses, but I'm so excited about this idea that I just want to play around with it. So we're going to start by getting ourselves a little platform up here. And it's not going to turn. Oh, it did turn green. That's insane. I can't believe the game is allowing that as a reasonable spot. Okay, well, it's a little off center. I'm actually okay with that. I'm going to let that happen. Because when it's green like that, it's a good chance that there's actually a chance that the NPCs will path up there, which would be freaking awesome. So we're going to extend this out so it covers this thing a little more. And yeah, like that. And our plot is not going to be perfectly centered on there if we do it that way. So we'll do this just because it'll drive me nuts if it's not. I talk a big game about liking things to feel scrappy, but this would drive me insane if it wasn't. What's the word I'm looking for? If it didn't match on both sides, you guys know what I'm talking about. Symmetrical. I think I just said the word and then forgot the word. Real great evening I'm having. Let's see here. So we're going to start with that. We're going to see what kind of plot builds up there. Okay, so now we got to figure out our stair situation. So I want to start with just the vanilla stairs because they're nice and snappy. I don't know how many of our stairs have the snap points and everything, but we'll start with, let's see, we'll start with this. Okay, so we can get rid of one of these little floor pieces. Can I grab it? I might have to turn off. Let me make sure I'm not going to get kicked out of workshop mode here. There we go. Okay, I'll grab that. And then we will just proceed to do some of this. Now, I don't love the look of just snapping these stairs together, so I'll probably tweak this a little bit. But just to I just want to do an experiment. I want to see if I can get our settler friends to path up here, because I'm really curious, because this would just be fun to play around with if we can get this working. All right, so let's start by, there we go. And how about you there, and then we're gonna have to drop let's see, how about this guy? Okay, so somebody's assigned to that, so we can make that look way more sturdy, and I'll add a lot of like scrappiness to it. But let's see if somebody wanders over there. Let's see who's assigned first of all. So we're gonna pop out of mode here, use our I gotta unequip my good old T-square, and let's find the owner. Let's see, where are you, buddy? So let's head into our city manager tracking, show on map. Well, I guess that didn't do anything useful. Let's see here. Why isn't that showing? Oh, that's the wrong one. I need this one, building lot and occupants. Okay, let's go find our whoever's assigned over here. Where are you? Hey, buddy. All right, we're gonna try and get you to walk up these stairs. Come here. Let's see if you yell at me. Over here. Come here. A little more hustle, please. There we go. Okay. Let's see here. Climb on up here. Okay. Step one complete. Going over top of the car, it looks like. All right. Let's see if it'll go all the way up here. Come on. Come on. Make my day. This will be so cool. Will leave me with a lot of work to do to make this look realistic, but we might have to scrap that car underneath. I think that can cause some issues with the pathing, because those things have a big giant hitbox on them. Let's try that. Let's try, because I'm not glued to that car being there. Wait, is she going? No. All right, let's try this. Okay, get rid of the car. Come here. Walk up here, please. Yep, car was the problem. Okay. Wait, no, maybe it was. Well, the car was definitely a little bit of a problem, but there might also be a big giant hitbox right here. If I remember correctly, there's actually like the way they did the collision for these things is really awful, and like there's this big giant box over here. So let's see. What if we skip you up here? I might do some teleporting tricks here. Let's see what I can do. Oh wait, just giving you a different path. That's all it took. You needed a larger destination. Okay, well then in here. How about you try this? Oh my God, is she gonna do it? Ooh, and I like that building plan. I don't think that's the same one we used over there. But I vaguely remember this one in our sanctuary design. Defense mound. That feels like it should have dirt on it, but it doesn't look like it does. Okay, come on, let's see if you can walk up here. We might have to do some, we might have to actually put, just so she can path onto it. Oh my God, I think she can make it. This is so cool. Okay, so we're gonna have to build a little bit bigger platform. So let's do that. Let's do... Actually, should we just use this thing? Let's see here. Surface snap? No, that's way too big. What am I doing? Oh, that's a 3x3. That's not what I wanted. I want something more like... Okay, we want the flat one. Come back here. Don't go away. No, I guess we will use the little ones. Okay, yeah, let's see. Where are you guys? Okay. A nice scrappy mix. Back you up. Oh, come back, come back, come back. Come on. Come back up here. Come on back. Alright, now we're going to try it. We're going to nudge this down a little bit so that it's not doing that crazy flickering thing. Now, will you walk up here with these two stacked on top of each other? And we'll have all sorts of foundational support beams and stuff to build, but let's just see if this will work. Alright, I've given you direction right in front there. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Man your post. Oh, come on. Right here. Come on. Come on up. Doesn't like that. Doesn't like those overlaps. Okay, we're going to try this. And then we'll just pick this guy up temporarily. Oops. Sorry. We'll get some railing installed. Okay, we're gonna shortcut you up there just to see if you hang tight. All right, so I got you controlled. Let's go up here. And because we're not using TFC, we should be able to just do the old move to player. There we go. Yeah, it looks like she can path it. Okay, come on, go stand over here. You got this nice spot. You got this really cool spot. You can keep an eye on our friends across the way over there. Okay, well, whatever. I'm convinced settlers can path up here. This is very cool. All right, so I'll have to do some sprucing up of this place to make it look good. Let's read the description of this building plan and see if it's going to work for us long term. Look at plaque. Designed to work on uneven ground, will clip into wood foundation. Okay, so that's not great. But actually, you know what? It will work fine because we'll be covering up all of this around here with like foundations and stuff. And since it's going in so that we won't even see it. So yes, it'll be a mess if we look, but we're not going to be looking. We're going to be doing stuff like this where we kind of mount it up into the thing here. So we'll do something like, just to give you guys an idea what I'm thinking. So we'll, let's see, we'll do some of... Let me remember to lock this thing. Object locked, F7. Let's see, change it to Y. Nope, not Z. X. Okay, how's that look? I know we need to scooch this guy over a little bit. Okay, and then more this way. Let's just look over here. Nope. We want to rotate. There we go. And then we use 5 on our numpad to cut the blurring. Oh. Yes! Yes! She's standing in it. Fantastic. All right, and then obviously I'll have to cover up this little cleanup stuff. But I think you guys get the point. We can do a bunch of stuff to cover up. Eventually we'll have so much stuff like that. It'll cover up the dirt mountain and won't be bothersome anymore. So a lot more to do here to make this seem a little more, especially with this stairs, but we'll build like an elaborate scaffolding system to make this work. But this is so cool. I can't believe this step. That's vanilla. I don't have anything editing the AI. This is a very minimalist load order. This is effectively the Sim Settlements experience load order from Wabbajack, but I just built it myself because I don't have Wabbajack installed on this computer. But But yeah, it's just like all the Sim Settlements add-on packs basically on this particular load order. So this would work in a vanilla game. So Xbox players, you guys could do this too if you want to build a Marshall plot way up on top of the silo. Freaking awesome. Okay, let's turn off Find Owner. Let's get back into workshop mode so that we don't die when we go down here. Okay, so, and I mean, even though this is not for instance, we're building a city plan, it doesn't matter what the person looks like. I'm almost certainly going to gear that person up with something better. You need like a rifle. Okay, so let's see here. So we've got our 2 houses. Okay, I like this. I like these houses. These fit. And we've got 1 person living inside here. We've got, it says 7 settlers up there. We actually only have 6. It is counting either Goodfields or Greg. I don't know which, but neither of those robots can be assigned to anything, so I don't know why they're counting toward the people. They both have the appropriate settings in their scripts. I don't know what's going on there. It's not important. So we're going to just build as if we have 6 right now. So we have 3 houses, 4 jobs. So we've got the 2 Marshall plots, and we got the 2 agricultural plots. And we obviously need, so if we assume we're acting like we have 6 people, we're going to need at least one more agricultural plot at this phase. So let's definitely get that going. I'm still not sure, still playing around with the idea of, you know, how much farm space do we do, but I'm okay still with, I think we can comfortably get 4 over here and they'll fit nicely. So let's go ahead and tuck another one in, and we're not going to, I'm not going to, oh, maybe I can snap them. Maybe that's just fine to do. Let's turn the surface snap, object snap on, and let's see if this guy will snap right in here nicely and see how that looks. And then we would get 1 more in, actually, are you 2 snapped together? This guy, no, you're not snapped in. So let's see, what does this look like? What kind of overlap do we have here? This is there. I might just scooch this guy in a little bit, and I wasn't gonna have them all snapped nicely, but for the nice rows of farming, how bad are we overlapping here? There's that. It's not that bad. But I don't like leaving those snapped for if you guys are using this as a city plan, because then it takes away your options. So yes, but rebuild same model. And then we will maybe face you guys toward each other. Let's see. We definitely need to turn off surface snap. And then we'll do some of this. There we go, a little bit better distance. Okay, so that's going to bury those in pretty deep there. What if we spin it around? How does that look? Oh, there we go. I think that might work nicely. Where are we snapped? Because this guy looks, okay, there's you. There's you. You guys are snapped squarely. So it was snapping kind of weird there. Okay, we'll try it like that. We'll see how this looks. We'll let it go ahead and rebuild. It's going to be all sorts of funky now because I picked it up again. Okay, so we've got more farms going in. So we actually didn't need that many, but that puts us at 4 farms, 2 Marshall plots, and that's our 6. But I want to do, and you know, we can build ahead of our settlers. That's okay. So one of the things I'm thinking is I tend not to build player homes in all of my designs, and I don't think I'm going to do one in this, though I could. There's ample room for a player home. What I kind of want to do instead is just a workshop. So I'll do all the crafting benches and things like that, and I think this is a common use for this building. It just feels so right, but I think that'll make it feel a little dead still. So I want there some activity in here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually stick an industrial plot in here. So let's clean up a little bit of this mess here. So we'll get rid of these. Actually, I'll keep these crates. I'll just move them. So I deleted 1. That's okay. So we'll get them out of the way for now, and then we'll decide what to do with them later. You would need, the only reason I can do this is because of Place Everywhere. You can just basically pick up anything that Bethesda placed, even if it's not normally buildable, and just put it somewhere else. So we're going to take advantage of that rather than having to find these items in the Project Blueprint tools, which they are available. We'll keep the grill for now. We'll move it out of the way. We'll figure out what to do with it later. And this chair too. Well, let's not waste. Okay, so let's stick an interior industrial plot. And this is one of those things, like I kept mentioned in all of my settlement building, that I tend to prefer the exterior plots to the interior. And this would be one of those exceptions where I'm happy to use an interiors in an area where I, as the player, am going to be all the time. Just because then I'll get a chance to see all the activity that it's going to bring. So I really like that idea. So let's get this guy here. And I'm bringing it closer. I don't know if I want it closer to this door. I might want to put it over here because then I can ensure all my workbenches are kind of in an area. But it's also possible I could put the workbench on the opposite side over there. And this would prevent me from having to worry about if this place is blocking. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll deal with the consequences later if it causes problems with where I put my workbenches. But let's go ahead and build that there because it's not gonna get built up yet anyway until we get a couple more settlers. So, but that's what I'm thinking is that'll make this place feel a little more lively if we've got a settler in here doing some stuff. In fact, we might even move these things around here, have two kind of facing each other, and then we can have our workbenches in a couple little sections. But we'll see. We'll play it by ear here. For now, I'm going to build the workbenches just to remind myself that this is my plan of what I'm going to do with this space. So let's go in. So you can see I put the city planner's desk in there already. Okay, so what else do we need? We need, and none of this is perfect or permanent positioning. This is just building it to remind myself this is what we're planning on doing. And then we'll need somewhere for a power armor workstation. Let's see here. We got our interior right there. Oh, okay. Here we go. And then where's our weapon workbench? And I think, oh yeah, we got the two to choose from. I like this one a lot more than this one, but maybe we'll maybe change it up. I'm not sure which one we'll end up using. And we're also not going to mess around with moving the workbench. I know you can do that with certain mods, but it can break settlements, so don't do it. But for now, I guess we'll let whoever's working on this just stand out in the aisle. I don't know how I feel about that. Blocking space. Let's see. Could we fit? We definitely couldn't fit the power armor station there. It's just too big. I guess we don't need to have access to both the doors. But like I said, we're not permanently leaving this stuff anywhere. So I guess I'm worried over nothing. Let's just get this in here temporarily. Okay, so this is going to be, a heavily used garage. It's going to be kind of our little center of operations where we expect the player to go. That's why the city planner desk is going to be there. We'll light this place up real nice. We'll toss some doors on here. Just make it a nice, fancy, inviting place for the player to come do all their stuff. So that the settlement will be, useful to players, especially in survival, but isn't going to be designed to be their home quite like what we did at Sanctuary, where I've got them a nice bed and it's all decorated all out as a nice player home. Instead, we're going to give them a garage here just to change it up a little bit. All right, so now we need some more houses. So we've got 3. We need to get 3 more. I love me some 2x2s, so we're going to use those as much as possible. I'm also starting to try and figure out how much of this footprint I actually want to use. And part of me is thinking what I'm going to end up doing is kind of going up to these rocks and then ignoring those houses over there and cutting toward keeping it in this little vicinity here. So kind of like from the farms to the silo to over here. That's where I'm going to put most of my efforts in building, and then leave all of those houses and this big building. I might leave a lot of that stuff for you guys to play with. I'm still playing around with it, but like I said, this series is going to keep evolving as I get new ideas. I'm just going to let it kind of flow, because each week when I pop in to play this, I'm sure I'll have some new ideas, and you guys obviously have already inspired me to do some stuff with the build, so feel free to keep going with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more residential plots down. We'll figure out the final positioning later. I'm happy to move stuff around because at the end of the day, I am going to have to force upgrade all this stuff just to see how it looks and see what the numbers all balance out to, and I'll use some cheat commands for that eventually. All right, so let's see here. So we'll, I think I'm going to end up walling this off because, again, we're facing, potential snipers over there. So we'll eventually have a spot where this could make sense to do, but let's go ahead and tuck this in over here. We don't want to, okay, there's no stairs there, so let's turn off the surface snap so I can get it in real close to this building. And right about there feels right. Okay, so there's 1. We need 3 or 2 more. We also have some vanilla beds. I don't remember if they're in here, but I don't think, yeah, okay, we got 1 there, 1 there. So, but I turned on all of the auto assignment options. So something a lot of you guys might not realize with Sim Settlements, because this is stuff where we talked about it a lot when the mod first came out, but I rarely go over this stuff anymore because I just assume everybody knows it. But gotta remember, there's people constantly coming to the mods. So in the assignment section, by default, the only stuff that's on is auto assign unique NPCs. And I can't remember, and I think these 2 are off by default. And basically what these will do is if you have vanilla or other mod items that are beds or work, Sim Settlements will just ignore them if they're assigned to that. But if you turn these on, it basically means that Sim Settlements should always prioritize plots. Always do plots first, and that's what we want for this. We want to make sure our plots are full first and then deal with the beds. So there's one of our houses. And we'll stick another one. I hate these. I hate that there's all these weeds here. I don't really want to stick a house in the middle of the weeds. But I love the feel. I love the little neighborhood thing that I did at. Ooh, that house is not going to work. I love the little neighborhood thing I did at Sanctuary. It's just a style I really enjoy building. I think that people would tend to cluster together if they were trying to survive this wasteland, and they're going to want to keep themselves safe. So I'm going to kind of keep within that spirit, and we'll kind of keep the houses relatively close together. We'll build little clusters of them. So that'll be our, let's see, that's our 4th and 5th. So we need one more. And I don't want to stick them right in the middle of the weeds. Let's see, where's the edge of this guy? But we might build something over top of this. I'm still not sure what to do with that area. What are we doing for space over here? Another thing we can do is we can tuck in an interior and then give it a little roof. But I think we're a little too soon for that. I don't need to do anything like that yet. So let's build it right over here. So maybe we can block. There's no direct need for pathing into that part of the building. The stairs, and I've actually in the Settlers Walk Up there, they actually do use this house, which is cool. But we'll go ahead and do it right over here. And it looks like there's a little bit of uneven ground. I'm gonna start it up higher with the intention of building them a platform, and then if they don't need it, we can get rid of it later. So let's go ahead and build them one manually. Now we do have foundations that will spawn with the plots. You can actually use the ASAM sensor and spawn one. But when I'm doing stuff with city plans, I prefer to just do it manually, just to make sure that I have full control over it without me having to tweak anything. Occasionally, the ones that spawn from the plots, they're supposed to work with city plans, but I've had plenty of people show me that they don't necessarily, and that's just due to all of the complications with transfer settlements and what it's looking for. So we're going to just build it manually. It doesn't take but a couple extra seconds. And let's make sure that they can path up here nicely. That should do it. Oh, let's jump out and make sure we can just walk up there without having to jump. There we go. That feels nice. Okay, so now, okay, that guy's building. Don't know what's going on with this guy. That is a heck of a wreck. Let's look at what building this is. That is Ruin, an appropriate name here. So I don't mind this style necessarily, and I love the detail work that Murmurakne has put in here, but that to me feels like this would be perfect in like Jamaica Plain or something, but not here when we're out in kind of a woody area. So let's go ahead and get out our random stick, randomized plan. There we go. Let that guy reset. And let's see. I just want to I know I keep recounting, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just making sure that these are actually going to start building. And then we've got plenty of work plots. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop back into workshop mode real quick here, and we're going to go ahead and build some more of these giant walls, and we'll go ahead and finish off our little bit of wall over in this direction now. So we're not gonna. I don't think we need to do the whole thing. We just need to cover from this window, I guess, here. So, oh man, I feel like we need to grab that outhouse and bring it in. That's a useful commodity over there. Let's see. It's under project, blueprint, structures, wood. Well, no, it's not under walls. It's under fences. Fences. Here we go. Junk. Okay, here's our junk collection. I love these big giant suckers. Well, let's see here. Tuck you in. Actually, let's use the curved ones. There we go. Okay, let's get you in there. There we go. And, oh, no, we want the ones with all the foundation on them. Okay. There we go. Oh, how's that going? How's that doing with that tree? Does it feel like it fits naturally? Yeah, that fits nicely. Oh, wait, so no, it's clipping through the bottom just a little bit. Let's scoop that guy up a little bit. I'm happy with it being kind of part of things, but I don't want to intentionally clip with something like that if I don't have to. I'm okay with clipping into things like the silo, just because I'm going to cover it in so much stuff that you just will forget that it's clipping. But, you know, if I can let that tree just look like it's kind of supporting the wall, why not? Let's do so. I'm a minimalist when it comes to actually scrapping things in these settlements. If you didn't watch my season 1, I think it makes the designs feel a little more natural if you work around what's already there, as opposed to just kind of, you know, running in and cleaning house and chopping everything down. I feel like it makes it look more like what, you know, the settlers are going to be lazy. Now, granted, you know, a lot of the an argument against that would be that this is they're going to be strip mining as much as possible in order to get the building materials for that, but I overlook that part sometimes. So I just like to think that they're bringing in materials from wherever. Like that's actually one of the things we did in the Sanctuary build was talked about that they would have brought in a lot of materials from the vault, and I didn't really reflect that in the design of the buildings or anything because I tried to use the scrap because I just like the scrappy look, but we definitely laid a trail of stuff from over the vault direction. And, you know, you could say that they used all the technology and stuff to build up the massive industrial section we have in the Sanctuary design. All right, so let's stagger these a little bit. Let's not make them all the exact same height. And what do we see here? We can get a couple more in here. Let's see about you. And we'll go a little shorter with you. And then the next one we'll make nice and tall. Wait, was there one with barbed wire? Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, I don't see this one. I don't want to clip so much into the house. So we might... Let's see here. What do we want to do here? And we'll clip it through like that. How's this look from the front? Oh, cool. It just actually looks like one big wall piece. I like that. Okay, so now we've got our full seal up on the wall from that side. You can see I talked about doing this off camera last time and I never did. So let's just get it done now. If you've stuck with me this long, you'll probably make it through these last couple of minutes of me building walls. Let's see here. We'll do this guy a little bit lower. This guy will go around this rock here. And then, what are we going to do for this? So I don't want to build a giant one right there, so we'll do, let's see. What do we got? What do we got over here? We got this funky looking piece. We'll just staple you between these two walls. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we'll start with this. And then this piece right here, Bethesda uses it occasionally. I love it. I love the look of this thing. So I love to use these quite often. I'll go ahead and stick this. And we want to tuck this behind there. No, that's okay. How's that look? Yeah, that looks great. Okay, we're going to leave that there. Oh, wow, that's a big old house. That's okay. I like that one. How's this guy looking? Okay, you gotta go. This got those big cement blocks don't work for me. Let's randomize you. What do we got over here? What do we get for this new one? Oh, we got one of our default shacks with a nice white paint job. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. Okay, so we still got a lot of work there to make that thing look legitimate, but yeah, here we go. So we got a few more settlers. We're starting to get a shape of what we're trying to do here. A lot of residential over here. Our little farmland over here. Oh, definitely got to reset some plans. And then this garage is going to be, you know, a mix of industrial and all of our workbenches. And so we'll go from there. We got still lots to go. Don't take any of this as final. It's very likely in this build I'll knock things down and start over because unlike the Sanctuary build, which was kind of not only building organic, but I was also coming back and having settlers move in because it was part of the same playthrough. This is totally a build experience as opposed to worrying about the actual gameplay mechanics. Like I'm going to cheat the hell out of the gameplay mechanics for this particular save file. All right, I think that wraps it up for today.